is very long, and it also can make it very inaccurate for trying to loop scenes. IK limb solver is basically a high solver that only does a 2-bone solve. I don't tend to use it. It was set up for the gamers so that it will only export a limited amount of data. So I want to choose high solver. Again, I get my dotted line looking for what the bottom joint will be. That will be the nub bone on the bottom of the leg. And now I have an IK solver that controls the bending of the knee. The size of the solver is really large. The goal, and this is called the IK goal down here, this large X. I want to change the goal so it's a little smaller and doesn't get in our way. Try a size of 4. The IK solver now, I'm going to link to the nub bone of the foot. We now have a semi-complete foot rig where I can rotate it on the heel to lift the foot on a heel roll. I can rotate up into a toe roll, roll on the ball of the foot, as well as I can rotate the entire foot, as well as move it. The leg will bend. Now one nice feature to have is if we rotated the foot side to side, we really want the knee to stay aligned to the foot. We can do that by selecting the IK solver, and in the motion panel we're going to work with the parent space. The way an IK solver works is that it uses information from either the IK goal end or the parent space, which is this little first joint we created up top, to decide what its angle is going to be based on. It's currently set at start joint, which means that it's taking the angle of this joint. If I rotate this, you'll see that the knee rotates. If I set it to IK goal, it will use whatever the goal is linked to. If I go back and pick this bone up top, you'll notice the knee no longer rotates with it, but instead now when I rotate the foot side to side, the knee stays pointing in the direction of the foot. This is more likely what you're going to need during animation. We're going to also add an override control to be able to control the angle of the knee as well, so we can make subtle adjustments to it. To finish this off, I'm going to color the control object and size it up so it's a little more obvious and can be seen better. In the editable spline, I'm going to change the thickness to 0.5 so it's a little bit easier to grab a hold of. And I set the color to be a green, dark green color for my right hand controls. I use red for the left hand controls. You can pick and choose what you like. I'm basing the colors for left and right from sailing and airplanes, where they use port and starboard, which would be red and green corresponding to it.